Hi guys.
Hi.
Welcome to our latest video. Today we're going to talk about our little auction experiment that we did.
Yes.
Yeah, so
We I think we mentioned it in previous videos a couple of times that we were going to be running some auctions. We did actually do that, and they actually ended yesterday evening.
yeah, they did yesterday.
Yesterday evening.
We had like a bunch of auctions which were 10-day auctions.
Yeah.
And then I kind of tacked on a few extras.
Yeah.
Like,
Towards the end, it was like, Beck, I'm just going to put these up.
yeah, I just thought, why not go for it? I mean, it's an interesting topic because it's something I've been looking into for a while.
Yeah, we've followed a couple of
pretty established
Yeah.
resellers, on the Facebook group who do actually do weekly auctions, as well as doing buy it nows, and it just kind of, it's always worth trying. And then obviously recently Anthony has come onto the UK reselling group and shone quite a big light on auctions, in the sense of he's bringing attention to it. Obviously he's got his own way of doing things. It's 99p auctions are not for everybody, but it definitely got us thinking, didn't it?
It did. It got us thinking, and
the chat with Les and even yesterday on the chat, on Les's chat, they were discussing the merits of auction. Like we've got our own little take on it that we'd like to share with you guys. Yeah,
we kind of adapted it to what we felt comfortable doing. Because this isn't stock that we've gone out to source to put up at auction.
This was stuff
that we had already invested in. So it's stuff that some of the prices we weren't willing to lose too much on.
Yeah.
So we did have a different take on it completely.
Well, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I think what the important thing is to do what you're comfortable with, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Do what sits right with you. So this is just for information, guys. Just take it on face value. This is our view of what it is.
Do your own research if you do want to try
it. What we're gonna do is we wanted to kind of just discuss with you guys, first of all, the items that we chose, why we chose those items, and like why we chose like the prices we chose, etc. And Beck's been kind enough to kind of make up a little spreadsheet to just illustrate this a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to just switch over to the correct view. As you can see, guys, we have got this spreadsheet in front of us, which has got all the items that sold at auction.
Yeah.
Now
so you can see in the top corner, I've put that we run 47 auctions. Out of the 47 items that we listed for auction, 27 of them sold.
Yeah. So we had 20 auctions which ended with no interest, no bids.
Yeah.
So
we had a couple watchers, but weren't interested in putting bids in, which is absolutely.
And I'd like to just also add that 47 auctions at that time from our inventory worked out around 5 or 6%.
Yeah, I think it was 5
of our inventory.
Yeah.
So we weren't taking a huge risk, as it were. It was a controlled risk.
Yes,
definitely. So definitely out of those 47, 27 sold, 20 didn't sell. So and the 27 listed are what you can see that sold. Now when we decided what to put up, we didn't necessarily just look at just the number of watches, did we? Yeah.
What we actually did is through eBay you can see which items get the highest traffic.
Page views as well, yeah.
So that's what we actually went searching for.
It was a combination, really. So we were looking for items that had a lot of page views, and also ideally had some watches as well. We'll go straight to like the bottom line figures, and then we'll kind of just go through, the what we've taken from it.
Yeah.
So out of the 27 items that sold, the rough value of those items was about £270. So that's based on what we've paid. If these items, some of these items don't owe us anything now because they've come from bundles that have already given us profit, which covers the original cost of the bundle, etc. So a lot of these items were zero value. But the total cost, and some of them weren't though. Some of them were, we paid up on, and total cost was £270. Now, if all of these items had sold
for our buy it now prices.
for our buy it now prices, we would make £1,330. However, that is a big if. It's not just it's not a when.
And
because,
also it's about how long you're going to have to sit on the item for. So I felt it was important to put this into the spreadsheet to show that that was the prices that we were asking when they were at buy it now.
Yeah.
But
buy it now doesn't. Yeah, I mean, buy it now.
But just because that's what we set wouldn't
doesn't
necessarily
mean
we would have gotten those prices that we had set.
And when would we have gotten them as well, if we would have gotten them at all? So you've got two unknown factors there. First of all, you don't know when everything's going to sell, and then you don't know if it will sell at those prices that you've set. So you know, I mean, just to give you an example, in here we've got a Prince jacket, tour jacket that I bought a few months back for £90, including fees at auction. Now I was hoping to get like 400 for it, and I did get the odd bit of interest, but I'd missed the boat on the after his passing. I haven't, and I was willing to go with the long tail, but the reason we did this auction was it wasn't just solely for curiosity.
No.
We did need the cash flow.
Yeah, we needed to get things moving.
Yeah, we did need some cash flow. So it and in that sense, it's worked a treat.
It has,
so
absolutely.
but the other side of that is you have to then accept you're not going to get like amazing prices for things.
Yeah.
So it's sometimes it can just be a matter of liquidating stock. Even you might for example, in the case of this Prince jacket, it was a £90 purchase. I wanted £399. I never got any offers. It was up for about 4 months, 5 months. I think I didn't get any offers. I get the odd question here and there. In the end, I decided to start it off at an auction at $99.99, just in the hope that maybe some people will see it and bid on it. It did get a few watches.
And also that was the lowest we would accept for it.
Well, it's what we were willing to accept,
we've put 90 in this, let's at least get our money back out.
You have to bear in mind we were factoring in, like Rebecca said, the lowest we'd accept, but also we were factoring in the fact we needed cash flow. Yeah. So you have to look at your situation.
Yeah.
And
our situation is completely different to
everyone
else's.
And everyone's is different to each other. Everyone's is different to each other. Yeah, we're all unique.
Please just bear that in mind throughout all of this chatting.
Yeah. So $99.99 is what it actually sold for. Now, yes, I'm disappointed I didn't get £200-300 for it. I could have dropped the price and gotten a higher price, etc. However, I got the money now. I put it up for 3 days and I got the money. So, it went up on auction on Thursday and it was sold. So in theory, I could have bought this on the Wednesday, put it up on the Thursday, like the Craig David song or something, It's like,
Yeah, I'm right then.
Do you remember that song? Yeah, Monday.
Vaguely.
Oh God, I'm gonna sing it.
I'm definitely not the Craig David fan in the house.
God, neither am I. But anyway, so that's the situation with that particular item. So you have to obviously bear in mind that you're going to be taking less money. So if everything had sold, it would have gone for $13.30. However, if it had sold at our starting auction price, so all these items, if they'd just gone for our starting auction price, we would have made £562.
Which is something that also we were trying to kind of cater for, because we were like, well, if this is our bottom price and we only get one bid, then that's what we're looking at.
So at the very least on these items,
so as you can see, we kind of calculated what we would,
and if you look at it compared to the $13.30, obviously that's not good. However, when you've spent $270, it's still almost up. It's double your money within. But the key is within a specified time frame. Now, luckily, we did get bids on items, and our total actually was $702.63, not $562. So everything sold. Out of the 47 items, the 27 that got bids, the 27 sold items. So out of the 47 auctions, 27 auctions finished with bids, and those 27 auctions added up to £702. Yeah. So yes, it's pretty much just over half what we could have gotten in theory had we just stuck to buy it now. However, we don't know when that would have happened. This happened all in one day. All these auctions ended on Sunday, and in theory, we got £702. Yeah. However, as you can see from this spreadsheet, we've currently not received £230 of that money. So actual money received, you know, that we've actually items we've been paid for is £470. So, you know, those people might still pay. Some of them I don't think will, because I think some of them are GSP.
I think they've realised the GSP postage price is a lot higher than they thought it was going to be.
So
a couple of them we think are not going to go through.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just it's overall been, I'd say, a positive experience, because like I said, we did this because we were curious, but also we did need the cash flow, and it did provide the cash flow.
And there was a couple of surprises from the fact that one that kind of pops out to me is probably the job lot of McDonald's toys that we had at a Buy It Now for $19.99.
Which we had lots of watches on, but nobody bought it.
Yeah.
We had lots of watches, and we had lots of questions about these. Basically, it's a box of Happy Meal toys, about 5 kilos worth, and we had lots of watches, didn't we?
And we started that at 99p.
Yeah. And that actually went in the end for £22, so we did well, plus shipping on top of that.
Yeah.
So we were happy with that.
You know, it's quite funny that it ended up going for more than what we were actually asking for it on Buy It Now, and just wanted to highlight that, you know, auction actually did bring quite a lot of traffic.
Another example is this Amstrad CPC 464, a faulty one. I bought it for £8. It turned out to be faulty, didn't have all the cables. I put it up for £20 Buy It Now, I think. Again, I had a few bits of interest. It wasn't actually up as Buy It Now for long, but I switched it to auction, and it sold for £24.
This was one of the ones we switched like late on it, wasn't it? So it didn't have like the full 10 days.
Another example, this Sony CD player, we bought it for £2. We had it on Buy It Now for £20. No one watched it. Barely getting any views. The page alone was barely getting any views. In the end, it actually sold for $21.99 on auction. We started it at $19.99, and it sold for $21.99. So, you know, there are cases where just by putting something on auction at your Buy It Now price, you will sometimes get your Buy It Now price.
Yeah.
So you can actually sometimes, just for the fun of it, take a Buy It Now item, just stick it on auction at your Buy It Now price. You might get lucky, and someone will you know, buy that up. However, there are downsides to Buy It Now. We want to point those out as well. A couple of these we tried at 99p, and in hindsight maybe we shouldn't have done. One of them was this Postman Pat duvet. We could have definitely gotten more had we just held out. We had it up at £20. Buy It Now. Eventually, I think we would have gotten that.
We would have got that eventually.
Because this was actually one of the Postman Pat duvets which had the Royal Mail logo.
Yeah.
In the end, it sold for a measly £1 4p plus shipping. So we kind of like lost money on that particular item, I'd say, because we paid £1 for it. I mean, obviously shipping was covered, but still.
Yeah, all of our items did have shipping added to the
we added shipping to everything.
It wasn't like we were doing free postage. We would actually charge postage on it. So.
This was probably the biggest fail. I paid £1 for this Aircast walker, like if you sprain your ankle. If I'd held out, I'm sure I could have gotten money. I was dropping the price just to get some interest, and last time we checked, we had it on Buy It Now at £60. But again, we had no watch, no interest. I have, however, sold one of these in the past for like £40, a smaller one. This is an extra large version. I'm sure it would have eventually sold for, and for £1 I could have made an easy 30-40 quid even. In the end, I auctioned it at 99p, hoping it will go for something, and I was tired of just looking at it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I've obviously lost money there because it went for 99p. So, you know, we want to give you both sides.
Although we are waiting for payment for that.
No, he's paid.
Oh, has he paid?
I think he's paid up actually. Yeah, I just noticed that. He's paid up.
I was doing this at 5 o'clock today.
So he's paid up. But no, I don't think any of the others have. You know, so there are two sides to it.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, you have to bear that in mind.
Yeah. Although we're really happy with the results because it got things moving. We've actually had a number of sales on Buy It Now as well. So
yeah, I think
as well. So
I don't know whether
it seems to have kind of livened up the shop a bit. The shop
generally, yeah. People do say that, don't they? If you run auctions, you're going to drive more traffic generally to your eBay store.
Yeah.
So maybe that helped. Maybe
we don't know really, but it.
But it does help move things quickly. I mean, for example, this Star Wars Scout Walker, I bought this Scout Walker for £18 weeks ago, and I've had it up at £50. I've had it up at 50, and I've had it up at 40 for ages. You know, odd couple of watches, but no one biting. Put it up at auction, and in the last moment, someone sniped it at its starting bid of $39.99, which is what I was happy to take, considering I paid $18 for it. So, you know, it does help shift stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, if you're looking to shift stuff quickly, if you're looking to just liquidate some stock, just get some cash in, it's got its uses.
I mean, for us, I'm not sure that we would continue to do this on a long-term basis. I'd definitely like to give it another go, but I think
well, I mean, I don't know about doing it every week, but
no.
I think you could probably do it every other week or once a month. But also, I don't think I'd want to start anything at 99p personally. I don't think I'm comfortable with that. You know, obviously there are people out there, and obviously Anthony's the one that springs to mind, who's more than happy to put stuff up at 99p. You know, it works.
That's not to say that it doesn't work for him. I just want to point that out, because you know, everyone is different, and this is exactly how it felt comfortable to us for us to do it, because you know. And
in our experience, the 99p starts didn't really work too great. I think we had the one was the McDonald's job lot toys. Everything else we were happy because we started at a high price. Another example was this boxing belt. I paid £50 for it. I had it up at 180. Had some people watching. No offers, nothing. I started it at £80 because I thought, well, it's still a 30 quid on top of roughly, obviously minus fees, etc. And it went for 98 quid plus shipping. And you know what? Considering I've got my money out of it, you know, and some decent profit,
we're happy with that.
And that's the way you got to look at these things. Well, anyway, I hope that made sense. Hope we didn't ramble too much.
Yeah, I hope we did.
We're just
we were trying to keep this really short because we know there was a lot of info to kind of go through. And if you are thinking about trying it yourself, just bear in mind that you know, everybody's store is different. Everyone stocks different items. They work in a completely different way to you. So please make sure you just do your research and
check.
Only do what you're happy with doing.
Exactly.
You know.
Well, I mean, that's all there is to it, really. So, you know, make sure you're comfortable with what you're doing. Do your research, you know, absolutely. Do your research. Some of these items, you know, like, we kind of almost knew they'd do well, even though we started them at a high price at the auction. I mean, actually, one good example was that KitchenAid slicer I should have shown.
Oh, yeah.
We paid £8 for it. And it sold in the end. We were asking 50 at Buy It Now. No one went for it, and then it went for like 48 plus shipping. But we kind of knew it would, because if you looked at the previous auctions, they all had success. And you know, there's also, I'd recommend you guys check out Craigslist Hunter over in the States. He's really good at auctions. He's made a few videos in the past about how he chooses what to put at auction, and he normally gets really good results, and that guy's majority of his store is Buy It Now, but he has shown, you know, that he's willing to use auction, and he gets good results from it. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for the rambly nature. It's just we had a lot to talk about, and it's all we don't script things, so
so it's just us rambling.
Yeah.
Whatever comes into our head.
Alright, guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.